Peanut butter as we know it today was invented in 1890 by an American doctor. He used it as a protein substitute for people whose teeth were so bad they couldn't chew meat. Nice.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Episode 6 of the LootCast. I'm one of your hosts, Dom. Joining me today, I have the interrupter himself, our social media manager, John Ramiro.
Hey guys, welcome back. We're glad for you to be here today.
Oh, we're super glad. John, how you been, man? How you been since last week? It's been a little while since we got on the mic together. How you doing?
Well, I feel fantastic, Dom.
I'm glad you feel fantastic. You eating good?
I am eating very good. Actually, I'm dieting, which is bad, but I'm doing a great job at it.
How's dieting bad? Dieting's probably pretty good.
Well, it makes me feel a lot hungrier than normal, but it's good for me.
So, do you get kind of like the munchies?
Oh, yes, I do get the munchies.
So what do you do for that? So what are you doing right now? So you're dieting, really, what do you do when you get a little hungry?
So here's the thing.
Drink water?
Yes, so I drink a gallon a day. I actually get a spoonful of peanut butter. It helps.
Peanut butter?
Peanut butter, because it's just protein.
Okay.
It just helps you quench that, hunger, and that's it. That's all I eat that's my munchie thing. I swear to God. All right,
you heard it here first, guys. Get yourself a spoonful of peanut butter. It's going to help you diet and lose them pounds, because you've been gaining it by sitting your butt on the couch, playing some of these great games out this summer. So that leads me to my next question. What have you been playing, John?
Actually, I've been playing The Witcher 3.
Witcher 3? You know, that came out in 2015. It's 2017 now.
It's still good, even though 2017.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I actually just jumped back into it 2 weeks ago.
And I was just... actually, I did tell you about the whole new concept of the card game that they have, the mini games. Just the stories in general.
The Gwent? Or
the Gwent.
Yeah,
it's called Gwent. Yeah, you're right. But honestly, I just like the whole story, the monsters, the beastie... how can I say? The bestiary?
Yeah.
So it gives everything very in depth of the game. I like that everything has a weakness, a strength. You got to do certain things and equip certain weapons.
Yeah, there's a lot to it. There's a lot that you can do. Like the skill tree's cool.
Yeah.
The different, not spells, the different powers that you have are really cool.
Yeah.
The different type of enemies are super awesome. The heads that you collect from the beast and the hunts that you take and the contracts that you make.
Yeah.
The conversations you have with the NPCs. I mean, it's a freaking beautiful game.
Very beautiful.
I can't say enough about it. I mean, it's 2 years old. They have a ton of DLC for it because they have the 2 different expansions that you can download. So if you've already played it and you haven't played the DLC, those are basically other storylines.
Yeah.
Awesome game to jump back into right now. So what made you jump back into Witcher in 2017, bro?
So honestly, I fell in a rut when it comes to games. There was a kind of standstill, I would say, 2 to 3 months ago. So I couldn't play nothing new, nothing exciting, nothing that would get me drawn into the game. So I had bought Witcher 3. I just played it for a couple hours and left it in my rack. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to get back into it. I actually love the fact that I got back into it, and I'm enjoying so much the story.
And boys and girls, we are glad you got back into the LootCast. We are a weekly podcast. We publish every week Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Thank you so much for joining us here today, because we're happy that you came back to us. Please make sure you guys like and subscribe. We want to be able to keep doing this for you guys, and go ahead and tell us how we're doing. Throw a comment in below. Be like, hey, you guys sound good. Hey, John, keep the diet up. We want to see the skinnies. Whatever you guys want to throw there. Also, go check out our Patreon, patreon.com/thegamelooters. Throw us a buck. John can buy some more peanut butter, right?
Or a Nintendo Switch, preferably that.
Yeah, he really wants to switch. He wants to get into a little game called Splatoon 2. We'll talk about that later.
Oh, yeah.
Also, make sure you guys follow us on twitter.com/thegamelooters. You'll talk to our social media manager, big brown, beautiful John over here.
I got you.
He'll throw you a like, he'll throw you a follow, he'll throw you a retweet.
A retweet.
A retweet? A retweet.
A retweet.
Retweet. There we go. I can say it, guys. He'll throw you a retweet. Also, check twitch.tv/thegamelooters. I streamed Destiny 2 the other day. We have a lot of Let's Plays of Friday the 13th, some Overwatch. Just check out our channel, subscribe to it. We would love to see a subscribe in there. And lastly, if you're just a podcast listener, we got you guys too. Go ahead and check out soundcloud.com/thegamelooters. If you have it on your iPhone or Android device, go ahead and just search the Game Looters on there. We'd love to fill them ears with more of the LootCast reviews, news, and other things, other fun stuff that we're doing.
Yeah, man. Just like and subscribe. Any type of feedback that you have, please comment on our videos or even send us an email at thegamelooters@gmail.com.
Perfect. We'd love to hear your thoughts, and we'd love to talk about what you got to think about on the show. And go ahead and throw us those comments. We look forward to it, guys. Also, guys, you'll notice that our third game looter is not here today. Colton, R.I.P. Just kidding. He is just a little busy right now. He's finishing up our Splatoon 2 review. He's putting the final magical touches on that glorious Splatoon-filled splatter of a review that we got for you guys. So look out for that in a couple of next days here. We're aiming for Monday. Hopefully we'll get it out sooner to you guys. Let us know what you think if you're excited for it. I know you guys love the Splatoon content. We love to play more of it, and Colton and the gang over here, we have some things to say about it. So we're excited to see that coming. So Colton, give the people what they want. Give them that damn Splatoon 2 review. Now, into the news. What do we got for him here, John? What do we do?
So we actually dug up some treasure.
And what do we find inside the treasure chest?
5 new items for you.
5 news items?
News items, yes.
Perfect. All right, so let's start off here. The NPDs came in, and they gave us the top 10 games. So we're going to go over the top 10 games with you guys. We're going to start with number dos, and we'll move on to number 10, and big ol' surprise and numero uno. So at number 2, John, we got Injustice 2.
Okay, I see that.
So I'm actually a little bit surprised that a fighting game, a DC fighting game, is still holding up pretty high in the ranks.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see this. WB, they kind of hit this one out of the park. I mean, it's so much fun. I mean, the Batman, obviously, you have the Flash, you have the moves, it looks great.
Yeah, no, I think the artwork that they did with the whole characters is just amazing. It's very dark, you know what I mean? Like, kind of like the Batman-ish comics. Very dark.
Yeah, it's very in what they're doing right now with that whole DC universe. It kind of falls in line with that feeling. The only thing I wasn't feeling, John, was the Joker. I wasn't a fan of the way that they kind of represented him in this Injustice, but... Yeah. He was the only disappointment for me personally, but on the high side, Supergirl, oh my god, I love her. She's a fun character. Flash is awesome. Robin, I thought he felt really good. Blue Beetle felt really good.
Blue Beetle, yes, very smooth. The way that you do your combos, it just connects very well. If you're a beginner player, just use Blue Beetle. That's honestly my opinion.
Yeah, and another thing that's returning to the list, at number 3, we have Grand Theft Auto 5, of course. How many years old now? 3-4 years old. This game is still charting. It's super crazy, but people love Grand Theft Auto. GTA Online is super expansive. The community's crazy. I mean, it's still selling like hotcakes out here.
Yeah, just the whole Grand Theft Auto 5 series, it did have a very extensive story, but the online play is just chaotic, fun, just wacky. It's a great game.
You know what else is wacky? Right here, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, John. I'm so glad to see us on the list. Our review, go ahead and check it out if you haven't already. I keep plugging it on every episode. Go check out my Crash review. That's kind of what the Game Looters thought about it overall. We gave it the 8 out of 10. It was a fun game, but it did have the hardships of the older style games. But if you played it ever, Trust me, you want to get this. Get in your collection. Glad to see it back on the list. Another game I'm glad to see back on the list at number 5 is ARMS.
I'm pretty happy about that one because it's a fun game.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I'm still playing it. We just played the other night. We played Max Brass.
Oh my god, Max Brass. He's beast.
He's a big beast mode. We played that. We had a lot of fun. Level 4 is no joke. It starts to get pretty hard when it gets towards the end. It starts to get pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was insane. But also, please check out our review on ARMS that we have on YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment if you want to see now more review with Max Brass. Hopefully coming soon, maybe.
Yeah, and another game here at number 6, The Legend of Zelda. So Nintendo hitting pretty hard here on the top 10 list on the NPDs. So Breath of the Wild, the Master Trials just came out last month.
Right.
I'm glad to see that back on the list. DLC's awesome. Go check it out. It's like 42 levels of just craziness. A lot of bokoblins. That's pretty awesome. And another Nintendo game skating to the top 10 at number 7, Mario Kart 8.
It's even though it's one of the first new games that came on the Nintendo Switch, it's still super fun to play with your friends. I love that game.
And what's crazy, it's just like another remaster of a Wii U game that was just a brand new game on the Wii U, and they just kind of re-released it. So.
Oh yeah.
Another game here, of course. Our main love over here at the Game Looters, Overwatch.
Our baby. Mm-hmm.
At number 8. I'm so glad to see that continue to have the success that it does. I love playing Overwatch.
It blew up, man. Honestly, I'm going to confess something. I was not expecting Overwatch to be such a great game. I was very, skeptical about that concept, about just players on each side, just, on the whole new... cartoonish characters, but actually it's pretty good. It's pretty fun. The gameplay is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, right now, I'm not having the best time. There's a lot of toxicity out there in the Overwatch world. A lot of people are quitting early. That's kind of been my competitive vibe as of late, so I'm kind of giving it a pause and just playing a whole ton of Splatoon. Again, we're going to talk about that a little bit later. Just playing a ton of that, and that's kind of where my time is going to. But hopefully that kind of comes to an end, hopefully, because Overwatch is so much fun, and I love what Blizzard's doing with Overwatch. Doomfist is coming out next week on the 27th. Watch out for John's Overwatch Minute coming soon with that.
Coming soon.
We also have here at number 9... NBA 2K17, a sports game that people love and is always on the top 10 list. And rounding out the list at number 10, Horizon Zero Dawn.
It's on the edge, guys. It's almost off the list.
Almost. So keep it on the list. If you haven't already picked up Horizon Zero Dawn, go pick yourself up a copy because this is an awesome game. I think Sony's having a sale right now. DLC's coming soon. This was an awesome experience. Now, I did get a little bit sidetracked by Legend of Zelda because it came out like almost right hand in hand. And Legend of Zelda, I mean, one of the best games I've ever played, by none for me. But Horizon is an experience that you need to have. So if you're a PlayStation owner, go get yourself Horizon Zero Dawn. And at number 1, John, what do we have?
Tekken 7.
Tekken 7. John, do you believe this? Tekken 7 at number 1.
Actually, no. That caught me by surprise. Another fighting game as a number 1 selling game? That's pretty impressive.
So yeah, 2 fighting games, nonetheless, in the month of June. Tekken 7 at number 1 and Justice at number 2. I haven't played Tekken 7 yet. I don't know if you have. No. I used to be a Tekken fan, but each iteration just kind of feels more of the same, so I kind of fell off just a little bit in the series. I love playing as King. He was my guy, but this isn't a game that I'm really interested in right now. If you think we need to get into it, go ahead and comment down below. Hey guys, hey dummies, play Tekken 7, and we'll do that. But as of right now, I have a ton of fighting games in my life. I have Injustice, I have ARMS, I still play Mortal Kombat, Ultra Street Fighter on the Switch. I
still play Killer Instinct with those tournaments. They're fire.
Yes, I still play Super Smash. Watch out for Killer Instinct. Let's play on twitch.tv/thegamelooters. John's firing that up. So if you guys want to
check it out, some
compete
views, some
with
likes.
him, challenge him, hit him up on Twitter at the Game Looters, leave a comment below, be like, hey John, let me take you on, hashtag let me take you on, right?
Go easy on me, guys. I'm not that great, or maybe I am. Who knows?
So overall, it's just kind of crazy. Another fighting games at #1 in the month of June. Do your thing, Tekken.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm rooting for you. Hopefully by next month it's still going to be on the top 10 list. I'm looking forward to that.
So another game aiming for the top 10 list when it comes out, 2018, 2019, probably 2020, Kingdom Hearts 3. So we've been getting a lot of news from last weekend's D23 about Kingdom Hearts, and recently the guys that over at Digital Foundry, a wonderful people over there, they do a lot of great work when it comes to breaking down footage, breaking down frames per second. They do a lot of wonderful work. Go check those guys out, youtube.com/Digital Foundry. Check out their YouTube channel. They do a lot of really cool stuff when it comes down to the analysis of things. So what they've been analyzing, John, is the Kingdom Hearts 3, the Toy Story reveal. They've been comparing it to the original Toy Story movie. Because I don't know if you remember, a long time ago, a couple generations ago, during the PS2 era, they said, hey, we're bringing you Toy Story-like graphics. And we got the PS2. So we got like the PS2 type graphics, which weren't quite Toy Story. So Digital Foundry did this whole analysis, and Unreal 4, Unreal Engine 4, Kingdom Hearts 3, Toy Story looks better
than the movie.
Yeah.
So I watched the trailer. I was actually thinking I was watching the movie of Toy Story while I was playing Kingdom Hearts. I'm like, how did they do that? Just the detail of that whole vibe of Toy Story, Disney, Pixar, whatever the case is. They made it. They did it. Digital Foundry, just amazing.
Yeah, so they broke that down. So thank you, the friends over at Digital Foundry, for doing that. That was a lot of awesome footage. Go check that out. I'm just happy that Square Enix is finally delivering on the PlayStation promise of giving us those Toy Story-like graphics. I'm finally glad that it's coming to life. We are very excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, the thing is, they said it's coming 2018. When in 2018? 2018 is kind of a broad view of it. It's a broad, just stroke of, the whole year. I kind of feel like it's still going to get pushed back, so I'm not exactly sold on the date. But I hope it does come out in 2018, because I want to play it.
I'm ready to pre-order it too, man. I'm going to get it, and I'm going to play it.
So another game, apparently, that we should be playing, John, is Dream Daddy.
Dream Daddy. It's actually a Steam engine game. It's $15, the purchase. It's actually a dad dating simulator.
So right now, it is selling like hotcakes over there on the Steam. So for all you PC guys, apparently you're just buying up the Dream Daddies.
Just gobble it up, man.
Giving them daddy dating simulators a go. It's just selling like none other over there at the Steam. At the Steam. It's selling over there on Steam. So this is a game that just came on our radar. Dream Daddy. So, what do you know about this game, Dream Daddy? I just want to keep saying it, Dream Daddy.
Dream Daddy. Okay, so, I haven't played it. I really don't want to play it. I wanted to investigate a little bit more on it. So apparently, you're a dad. Either you could date other dads, or you're just a person that lost their spouse. And it's just you and your daughter. Her name's Amanda, and you go to this new neighborhood. You actually start from ground zero, try to build new relationships with people, friends, whatever the case is. So the thing that kind of actually caught me off guard was that you are dating other dads that have children, their stories, just different types of characters. So you could either have also not actually new endings. It's more of a different endings for each individual dad that you date, and it just makes
different paths. You can take different storylines, different. I don't know, unlockables or...
Perfect. So it's more of the choices of that you make change the story. So you're talking to someone.
So it's like a KOTOR thing, like a Knights of the Old Republic. Like the choices you make affect the storyline, like a Mass Effect.
Yes. It's kind of
in a Dream Daddy
sort of way. Yeah, so Japan actually has this. It's very famous over there. They're more of dating simulators, but more involved around anime. And it's just a video game, how to get a girlfriend or whatever the case titles that they have. But it's very similar. They brought it to the US, but it's in a daddy simulator form. So I'm not going to play it. I don't know if you out there are going to play it. You could customize your character. Apparently, you could be even with hair of Goku if you want to be a Super Saiyan, whatever the case is.
Yeah, I saw a guy with a big old fro. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, if you're into dating simulators, give it a try.
So this is going to be like a really like text-based game. So it's going to be... There's not going to be, like, any movement. It's just going to be, like, images that come up, some text, some dialogue. You choose an option, and then the other person in the screen reacts a certain way, and that's kind of how the story drives. It's a weird game, John. I'm not going to play it either.
No.
Again, if this is a game that, hey, the game looters need to play Dream Daddy, let us know in the comments below. # play Dream Daddy. I don't want to say that anymore. So, moving on. Crash Bandicoot, a game that we can't stop talking about, John.
Oh, man, yes.
They just released some DLC, The Lost Chapters. This is pretty cool, okay? So, this is DLC. It only costs $3. The cool thing, for the first 30 days, John... You can get it completely for free.
So what do you mean? Do I have to go order it somewhere? Do I have to like hold a spot, email
So
this?
all you go is on the PlayStation Store, search Crash Bandicoot, look at the DLC. What you can do is claim the DLC, basically like download it.
Okay.
And if you don't have the game, when you go buy it, now you have the DLC there.
Okay.
And if you guys are out there and you think, hey, I'm going to go check out the Game Looters review of the Crash Bandicoot, man, what Dom said, I want to go play it. You buy it, go claim your DLC. It's completely for free. If you're thinking about buying it, go claim it because you're going to want to have it. And eventually it might go away, so you want to make sure that you have it.
Get it on time, yes. Get it while you can, guys.
So this is a game that we just keep playing. I'm glad to see other people that are playing it, so go get your DLC. What you can't get, John, more than likely, is the SNES Classic.
Why, man?
So, right now, Walmart went live with pre-orders today.
So they were the only company that did this?
Yeah, in the U.S., they're the only company so far that they did pre-orders, and almost instantaneously...
All of them sold out.
So... We've talked about this in our other LootCast episodes before. The one that we kind of announced that, hey, this SNES Classic is coming out. We kind of talked about, are we going to be able to get one? Nintendo was saying, yes, this time, if you want one, you're going to be able to get one. It doesn't look like that. It doesn't look that way, John.
I don't think so, man. I mean, it sold out that quickly in Walmart, and Walmart's pretty big as a whole corporation or franchise.
They probably bought a lot of SNES Classics,
yeah.
If the pre-orders went out that quick, that's kind of scary. Now, on the flip side, Amazon and Best Buy, those are still retailers that you might still be able to snag one. Right now, you can get on a list where you basically get notified the moment it becomes available, and you can go in and pre-order it. So if you are interested in getting one, trust me, get out there, go get on that list like ASAP, because you might not be able to get your hands on one. Because you can only get it to, the end of the year, and that's it?
That's it, just the end of the year. That's right, you're right. So please, go to Amazon, go to Best Buy, sign up for whatever they have to do. Email lists, pre-order maybe on Amazon when it's available. Just go get it, please.
And that's the news. That sounds like Halo, John. Is that Halo?
No, it's not, bro. It's not Halo. It's actually Destiny 2.
Destiny 2? Well, guys, we're moving into the happenings, and what's happening this week is the Destiny 2 beta going on right now during the weekend. John, I've been having a lot of Halo vibes when I've been jumping into Destiny. Can you tell me why?
So, imagine Call of Duty and Halo had a baby, and they called it Destiny.
And then they made a second one.
Number 2, yes, they're back.
So here we are, back with the Destiny 2 beta. We put all our eggs in the Destiny 2 basket because we're newcomers, more or less, to Destiny. I know you had some hours in the first one. I dabbled in it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we're newcomers. So we're here to get a brand new experience. And I don't know if that's what I got this weekend.
Yeah, I did not get that this week. I played it. I pre-ordered it. Started when it came on the 19th for Xbox One, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. I think Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah, it was Wednesday. So I got the beta. I installed it. I started playing it at 10 in the morning. So they have 3 modes. You may be familiar with it. It's the Crucible, we have the Strike, and we have Elimination. So I played, actually my favorite is the Crucible. Once you play it, it feels a lot the mobility of Halo, the whole jumping perspective. The weapons are cool. They look a little bit similar to Destiny 1. I mean, the cool thing is that they have new abilities. So they gave the Titan a new ability, which is like Captain America shield. They gave
or Reinhardt.
Or
Reinhardt, if you want to point fingers anywhere.
Yeah. We also have the Warlocks. They have a flaming sword.
Oh, and I love the flaming sword. I will throw that out there. I did have fun with that because you can feel the power.
Yeah, but it does feel like the Hunters got nerfed a little bit. They didn't get a special ability. It's kind of similar to the one with their knife, but now they have a staff. But honestly, it feels like they're not that powerful anymore. So I did play the Crucible. It is PvP. You have up to, I believe, 4 players. You do control the zone. So you have A, B, and C. You control the zones similar to Call of Duty. I wonder why. So it's very repetitive. It's kind of slow to me. I get kind of bored very fast when it's very repetition, honestly. So that's one mode. We also have...
Well, before we move on to that, I just want to say real quick, I'm kind of in the same boat with that. I jumped into the Crucible, like the one you're talking about, the PvP one,
right,
a few times now, and I feel like I've done the same map. I did the same thing. I protected the same area. I protected the same laundry area. I put the mine or the mines or whatever you have to set up, the charges. I protected the area, and then you do it again, and then you do it again. And then now I'm not doing it anymore. Now I'm switching back over to Overwatch. I'm going back and playing Splatoon. Just kind of over and over again. And that's kind of why I lost interest in the original Destiny, is not just that completely, because there's other things to it. But that was one of the big reasons, was just doing the same thing over and over.
Yeah, they should at least give us, 3 maps? I would have been satisfied with 3 maps, not just 1. Because they have to show that artwork. They have to show the new things that they're putting out there in Destiny 2 that we didn't have in Destiny 1. Show me a map that has interactive phases, something that you could use differently other than Destiny 1. But I'm not going to lie, the graphics look beautiful. You did mention something about charges. However, when it comes to the Crucible, it's only control the zone. You're talking about Elimination, which is our next mode that we're going to be talking about. Elimination, it's 4 versus 4. It's a team where you either eliminate every single player up until...
Yeah. That's what I was talking about, yeah.
Yeah, so you eliminate every single player. Your objective is to either set a charge, which is a bomb, and it blows up in their area. They lose. Or you protect the zone, no one sets a charge, and you eliminate every single character.
Now, the one thing I will say is, god damn it, that announcer is so motivating, John.
Yeah, he is, yes.
I mean... Man, if I win a match, I am high-fiving myself because this announcer puts me on a high horse. I will say that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's kind of sucky that once you die, you either get revived or you just watch the whole game until they're done.
And you never get revived. No one's reviving you out there.
No one's going to.
They're just like, you're on your own, buddy. I'm putting my Reinhardt shield up. I'm protecting his goddamn charge.
Oh, yeah, man. So, wasn't really a fan about Elimination. Now, we have a third mode, actually, a little bit more of a story. Not actually story. It's called The Strike.
So this is the main reason that I said this game feels like a Halo clone, and I don't like that at all. Because I told you before, when we first jumped into it, like that next day I said, hey, did it feel like Master Chief was going to pop out? And you're like, where's Cortana?
Yeah.
So that's the feels I got here, and I didn't exactly get my Halo fill. I don't know. It's really weird.
Yeah, man. So, one thing a lot of fans were kind of getting upset about is that when you play the Strike, obviously you have your fire team, you have a mission, you got to complete the mission. It's called the Inverted Spire, by the way, the mission that they give you. The one thing that we're kind of upset about, even myself, is your power weapons. So you have 3 weapons. You have your main, your secondary, and your power weapon. So
Which are very hard to activate sometimes.
Very hard because you don't get as much ammo. So there's not a lot of ammo for your secondary or even your power weapon, which kind of sucks because if you're battling now, how are you going to run out of ammo, man? How?
Yeah, and I ran out of ammo a lot, so I had to switch my guns. I was mashing that Y button, and then I was like, oh, grenade launcher, I need light for that too. I didn't have it. Yeah. So guess what I'm using? My handy-dandy pistol reminds me of Halo, because guess what I use in Halo a lot? My pistol.
So it's nice, the concept. I mean, you play with your friends, you play with people randomly online, you go into this mission. I don't want to do spoilers if people didn't play the beta.
Yeah, we won't get into spoiler territory. Just know it's giving us a bite-sized little taste of what we're going to get in Destiny 2. I know they're Bungie over there. They're promising a lot of story. They said they're going to give us, they're just going to shove story down our throat. That I'm excited for. I just don't know if I'm sold yet. Again, I pre-ordered it. I'm on the list for it. I'm going to give it a try because I committed like months back. I said this one, I'm going to try it. I'm going to give it a try, John, but my fear is I'm going to have another Division on my hands. I'm going to put 20 hours into it and never look back. And then people are going to tell me, oh, well, at 40 or 60 hours, that's when it gets good. Or now they have the raid, 5.0 or something. Now you can go jump back in. But then I can't really jump back in because my light level's not there. Now I got to go grind. It's just all bad. And that's what I wanted to avoid. And hopefully I do. But from the looks of it so far, John, I don't know, man.
I mean, I don't want to have 40 hours of playtime to make it seem amazing. I want 0 hours. I want to be in the action. I want to kill some bad guys. I don't want to see no more flamethrower guys, just like a Division.
Oh, yes. They made the return, and I was like, oh, hey, those guys look familiar.
And what do you do to destroy them? You hit their tank. Sounds familiar? Yeah.
So what else has tanks, John? Splatoon 2.
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun. Here it is, John.
Oh, my God.
The game of the week, Splatoon 2.
Yeah, so I actually, not so long ago, I would say yesterday, I came to Dom's house. I don't have a Nintendo Switch. Please, Nintendo, send me something. JK. So I was playing Splatoon 2. I got into it. I was not a fan, admitting this right now, was not a fan of Splatoon number 1. However, Nintendo did it. Nintendo brought me back.
They converted you, John?
They converted me. It's making me want to buy a Nintendo Switch. The game is so much fun. The turf war, the types of guns, the colors are just beautiful when you play. The movements, the new abilities, the ults. I played a couple of matches. I was beasting it. Number 1, 2,000 points per match. I mean, Dom, thank God you let me play this game.
So this is a fun time. I am utterly addicted to Splatoon. I got it a few days ago, popped it in. Man, this game is just so much fun. I'm in Turf War right now. I'm still doing my normal ranked battles. I'm trying to get to level 10. I'm about to hit it. I think I'm like sniffing at it. Then I can go into competitive and see where it's really about. I've just been playing this game nonstop. I mean, Turf War is just so much fun. I'm addicted to customizing my squid. I'm addicted to changing the different clothes, getting different abilities, trying out different combinations of abilities, clothes, the weapons, mix and matching it, trying to get, do I want to go fast in my squid form? Do I want to jump out quick? Do I want to have resistance to certain ink? Do I want to build my ult faster? There's just so many different variations, and I'm just addicted to trying to try all of them. It looks amazing. It's a beautiful looking game. It's probably one of the best Switch games I've seen yet. It looks leaps and bounds better than Splatoon 1. I mean, John, this game it's a great game, John.
Also, the crazy thing is that if you're a busy man or a busy woman, so it's only 3 minutes a match. So you could just wake up in the morning before you go to work, before you take a shower, play a match of Splatoon 2, you know what I mean?
Or if you're not driving, jump in the passenger seat, get yourself a quick single player match in. That's one thing I do want to talk about is a single player. I'm playing the single player right now, and one thing I will say is I thought I was going to get a little bit more. Splatoon 1, they didn't give us very much as far as like the story. It's kind of made a return here. They're basically just giving us more of what Splatoon 1 was, which I'm okay with, but I was looking for more, so I'm not that excited about the single player. I kind of wish there was a little bit more context there, but the good thing is it does teach you all the mechanics. There is a lot more to do than there was in the first Splatoon, so that's a good thing, but overall I wasn't that excited. It just didn't hit me. It didn't hit home, John.
It's more
single
of a
player
multiplayer,
didn't hit
right?
home. Yeah, but they have it there, so I kind of wanted them to put a little more into it. What they gave was fine, but after this first playthrough, I'm not gonna jump back into it, and that's kind of what I wanted to do was, kind of maybe a collect-a-thon kind of thing. I don't know what I was expecting, but it's there. It is fun, but what's really fun, John, is Squid Run.
Squid Run.
Yeah, so I don't know if you had a chance to play it yet. If you don't, I'm gonna get you into it tonight.
Alright.
But basically, it's like a horde mode. So like Gears of War or like Halo, it's just a big old horde mode to where you have these squids coming, and you just have to like beat them down, and you get like little orbs. You splatter them, and it's level after level after level, and they get continuously harder. You can play online with friends. You can play locally with friends. It's a good time. Squid Run is just so much fun. It's just this big old horde mode that you can do together. It's just a different spin on Splatoon. I'm so glad they added it because you can. Let's say you had a couple rough matches on Turf War, or if you're playing ranked and maybe you lost a couple, you go into Squid Run, you just take on a bunch of these guys. It's just a good palate cleanser, and it's just so much fun, John.
So that's even another reason why I want to buy this game even more. So Squid Run probably is going to be the game play that I'm going to be enjoying the most, because I play Gears of War 3 a lot. I play Horde mode. So Squid Run, great job, Nintendo. Great job.
Yeah, I mean, it's a wonderful addition. The other thing, guys, if you had the chance to participate in the Splatfest right before the game launch, they did a very interesting thing. So the guys over at Nintendo, I mean, these guys, they're crazy, right? So they always come up with wacky things. The Splatfest is something that goes on every so often, and you basically you claim your fandom, or you claim yourself to a certain type of thing. This last one was cake versus ice cream.
Ice cream and cake?
Ice cream and cake. So it was for Marina and Pearl, right? So the two
Okay.
girls that they have now, one's like a teal color, one's pink. So ice cream was teal, cake was pink.
Ice
So
cream
they
was-
had the two
was
different
teal.
divisions. So
Okay.
similar to the game that we played, like I said before, For Honor, to where you had to claim your faction. You had to like pick a faction. Same kind of thing. You pick your faction, ice cream or cake, and then everybody goes up against each other, and whoever had the most wins and things, that faction wins, and they get like a little prize and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And then during the Splatfest, you get to wear a certain attire that's just specific for that. Nintendo let us keep it after the Splatfest happens. I would love to see that, but
They'd take it away?
they take it away, but you get to wear it during that time, and you get to take pictures and snapshots, so that's pretty cool.
I mean, if you're going to take it away, at least give us back so that we could buy in the stores for not as much as a price, like a cheap discounted price, please.
Yeah, but the main thing I want to get at is they are going to be doing these events every so often, so I know they're going to be supporting this game for a long time. And Nintendo of Europe, I love these guys over there at Nintendo of Europe. We're always covering their news. They're awesome. But they put in here that the next Splatfest is going to take place during the first weekend in August.
Okay.
And, John, do you know what it's going to be, John?
It's actually going to be mayo and ketchup.
Mayo versus ketchup. That sounds like the Mayweather McGregor fight. That's mayo versus ketchup. John, this is gonna be a hard pick for me. I hate mayo and I hate ketchup.
You hate both?
I hate both. I think they're both disgusting. But I'm gonna pick one. I'm gonna flip a coin. I think I'm gonna go with mayo because it's more fun to say. Mayo, mayo, mayo.
I think I'm going with ketchup. I love ketchup.
Well, I mean, see right there. We're gonna have some fun. Splatfest. Guys, go support us on patreon.com/thegamelooters. Throw us a buck so John can get a Switch.
Please.
This boy wants to be on Team Ketchup.
Ketchup.
So for now, he's going to have to borrow Colton's Switch and then go on Team Ketchup there. And see us on Splatfest the first weekend. Throw us your, what Colt likes to call it, the FC. Throw us your friend code down in the comments below. We can also create lobbies. You can chat with us. Maybe, because, John... Now we got to talk a little bit about the downside of Splatoon. The biggest downfall is the app and what it's trying to do. So Splatoon 1 was very hard to play with your friends. You had to try and meet them in the lobby and try and hopefully join at the same time. It was pretty crazy. And Nintendo said, they looked us in the internet eyes and said, we're fixing it this time, guys.
They did not fix it.
They did not. They released an app. And, John, it is just an utter mess.
So, when we actually covered a review about the whole new app, and also when it comes to the chat with your teammates, it's just a entanglement of wires that you have to go through. So much work to be able to speak with your other players. It's pretty cool, the app, when it came out. So you could order gear on your app. It will tell you the new updates of the maps and also the statistics. It'll give you the ink, basically the inkage that you've played so far.
And what's really cool is it'll tell you like how much ink you have equals to this much. So right now I'm working my way up to a pyramid.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So you work your way up to like different things like buildings and like landmarks. So it's cute. It's cute the way they did that.
Eiffel Tower, hopefully one day. But so the whole concept too is that when you're on the app and let's say you're chatting with someone, you get a text message from your grandmama, your tia.
Like I just got a text message from Colton. It's called Salmon Run, not Squid Run.
Oh.
I'm so sorry about that, guys. I know you're screaming in the comments below. Hopefully, because I want you guys to correct us, but it's called Salmon Run.
Salmon Run. Okay. So they don't look like squids. Do they look like salmon at least?
They look like salmons. They look like little salmons. That's what I was trying to say. That those are the words that were trying to come out of my mouth. Anyways, like you were saying, John.
So, let's say I got a text message from my abuelita. My abuelita. And I'm playing Splatoon. If I want to answer the text message, it closes out the app. Can you believe that? And you can't play no more.
The chat just completely closes down. So the app will still run in the background, but your chat won't.
Nope.
And that's awful. So in between any match of any game, there's downtime. What's in my hand? My phone. I'm looking at gaming news. I'm looking at YouTube channels. I'm looking at our Twitch. I'm looking at our Twitter. I'm making sure John. I'm making sure John's doing his job.
Yes, I am.
As social media manager and replying to all you people out there who are throwing us some love.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing, and I can't do it, John.
Yeah, it's kind of sucky. I mean, you might as well just play something on, use Skype. Use Skype.
Yeah,
that would be the best
Discord. We can set up like a little community channel. We can all chat at once.
Yeah.
I mean, this app is just—it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, John.
Please, Nintendo, fix that, man.
And what's so scary is this is going to be their future. I mean, this is the first step. This is the test, right? This is the first game taking advantage of it, and it's utterly failing. And then the other thing is, it's just, like you mentioned earlier, the cords are a mess. I have to have the Splatoon squid thingy plugged into my phone, plugged into my Switch, which means I have to sit really close to my Switch. And then where's my phone going to sit? My lap? I'm going to have to get some... I saw on Twitter some guy created like a weird mechanism that holds the phone to his Pro Controller. Dude, it's just so silly. Like, Nintendo, what did you do to us?
Oh my god, yeah. Just keep it simple. Something wireless, something with Bluetooth, anything, please, but not this. No more.
Yeah, Nintendo, fix it. Besides that, though, Splatoon 2 is super awesome. We're having a really fun time with it. Like I said, send us your friend codes. We're on it all the time. We're having a great time. if you want to see more, go check out our Splatoon 2 review coming soon. By the time you're hearing this, it's probably already on the channel, so go and look back at our review section. Check out our Splatoon 2 review. We're just playing a lot of this, John.
Oh, yeah.
Nintendo did it right. I'm so glad that I'm going to be playing this for a long time.
Oh, yeah. I think that if I do get the game, even though it's kind of old, I'm going to be playing it because it has a lot of events, a lot of customizable items, just the mobility, and I'm going to be playing this for a while, yeah.
And John, that's the show.
That's it. You guys made it. Congrats on that.
Thank you so much for joining us, guys. We made it. That's the show. We got LootCast number 6 in the books. Before we leave, I did want to mention Destiny 2. Me and John did a little impressions video. That's going to be up on the site already. We talked for a few minutes, just kind of give you a little bit more of an in-depth analysis of what we really thought about all the modes in Destiny.
Yeah.
I give you my insight from someone who doesn't really know anything about Destiny. I tell you kind of what I don't like about it and what I do like about it, because there are things I do like. So go check that out. We would definitely appreciate it. We would also appreciate the likes and the subscribes. We do need more subscribers. That way more people can listen to our content, tell us what they think, tell us what they don't like, tell us what you think we could do better. And also in the comments, go ahead and put questions. We would love to answer questions on the show. We can do it. We can call it our treasure map section.
Our treasure map section,
where we find our way to you guys, and that would be pretty cool. So we love to do things like that, or email us at thegamelooters@gmail.com if you don't want to be on comments, and we'll definitely read your questions on air, and we would love to just continue to grow our community.
Also, please remember the Twitter. That's where we're going to be also providing content, updates, new happenings on the gaming community. If you have any suggestions, any new updates that I haven't seen before, please direct message me. I will be constantly looking at my phone.
All right, and that's the show, guys. So, John, let's go get our butts over and play some more Splatoon here.
I'm going to play the the salmon run.
Thank you so much for joining. Like and subscribe.
We're out.